What Leon Draisaitl just accomplished hasn't been done in the NHL playoffs in over 100 years. You heard that right. Coming into tonight's Oilers-Golden Knights matchup, Draisaitl was coming off a 4-goal game in which the Oilers somehow still lost 6-4. But looking to avenge that, the Oilers came out in this one and completely dominated from start to finish. Just over a minute in, puck off the boards, and Draisaitl almost got his first right here, but instead, with McNabb's cross-check on Hyman, it resulted in the Oilers' first power play of the night, where they set up, Bouchard shoots, rebounds there, and can you guess who? It's Draisaitl with his first of the night and 12th of these playoffs. Now, the playoff record is 19, held by both Reggie Leach and Jari Kurri, and Draisaitl is now just 7 short of that in what is just the second game of the second round. But he wasn't even done yet. It wasn't even 5 minutes later, and the Oilers would get back on the power play, and again, they would set up, Draisaitl with the one-timer and rings one off the post, but they would try again, and Bouchard again, and this time there's no rebound as he would drill one home for his third of the playoffs. But it wasn't just on the power play that the Oilers looked dominant. A little while later, and shorthanded, McDavid forces a turnover. He breaks loose, comes down, and he scores a crazy goal here. Shorthanded and one-handed, McDavid makes it 3-0, and that would get us back to Draisaitl. With just under 4 to go in the first, the Oilers pressuring again, Yamamoto shoots, it's wide, but he goes around and finds Draisaitl in front, and it's the Edmonton Draisaitlers with a 4-goal lead. And this is now number 13 for number 29. Now let me remind you, we're in game 2 of the second round. But with this goal, after it was challenged and the call stood, Draisaitl became the first player to score 13 goals in any 8-game playoff stretch since Jari Kurri back in 1985. That's wild, but in my opinion, what's even crazier is that he became the first player since 1918 to score 8 goals in the first 5 road games of the playoffs. That is insane. Playoff records are obviously very reliant on deep playoff runs. The more games you play, the more opportunities you get. But even if he maybe doesn't score another 6 this series, if the Oilers can get past this second round, you gotta believe he's going to break 19. And I mean, at this rate of multiple goals a game, he very well may do it before the second round even ends. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, just incredible stuff right now from Leon Draisaitl. And for anyone interested in the rest of the game, we'll break that down now. So while that was it for the first, the second was more of the same. The Oilers looked completely dominant, getting a few great chances, but it was after the midway point of the game where the Oilers would get another power play, and this time it's McDavid who gets it down low, he shoots and scores as he finds just enough daylight here to beat Brossoit, who just isn't tight enough to the post, and it was 5-0. And aside from a bit of a brawl that broke out near the end of the period, Kane throwing body shots with full Hulk equipment on, kind of hilarious, that would be about it, so we'll head over to the third and final period, where we start with a goalie change. And some life for Vegas, as the Oilers can't clear it, Stone gets it, puts on the backhander, and they score. Barbashev with a beauty here, batting it out of midair, and finally, the Vegas Golden Knights get on the board. And while the third was filled with plenty of chippiness, that would be about it for this one as the Oilers come into the second game with a huge response. Again, just completely dominating in this one to take it on the road and tie the series up at 1 apiece heading back to Alberta. But yeah, that's it for this one, guys. As always, I appreciate you watching very much, and I will see you in the next one.